Hello and welcome to this new lesson on the Office 365 administration environment, which is dedicated to the creation of shared mailboxes. Office 365 gives us the ability to create mailboxes that are specifically shared among multiple users, within which individual users will be able to perform or not certain operations depending on the role assigned to them by the administrator or by the owner who created the mailbox. Next, we will expand the Team and Group menu, and we will go to the Shared Mailboxes option. In this environment, we can precisely create shared mailboxes. And as you can see, I have already created a few. Now, we will go through the procedure together to create our shared mailbox. First of all, click here to add a mailbox. Once you have clicked on Add, you will just need to indicate the name of the mailbox that you want to assign to it and the username, which is the part before, the @ sign followed by the domain of our Office 36665 account. Let's suppose we want to create a shared mailbox to manage a medical conference, a cardiology congress. So I would call it a cardiology congress. I will draft the letter. I had already included what I had written above. I write the letter in lowercase, Cardiology Congress in, and then there will be the domain of my account, or that of your account. If the company has more than one, you can choose in which domain to create this shared mailbox. Here in the drop-down menu, by choosing where you want to build it. Then save the changes, we click here. Now it saves the changes we just made. Once the changes are saved, the Cardiology Congress mail appears in the list of mailboxes. And from then on, after creating the mailbox, it is possible to perform certain operations immediately, such as adding members, managing mailbox details, also shared in Outlook. We are ending here because although it is possible to achieve them immediately, it is possible that we may decide to do it later. We could have created it now. Maybe we had little time and we simply created the mailbox, in which we can always intervene tomorrow. So by clicking on these points, we can change the name. We can edit another email address. We can also delete the mailbox. By clicking here on the name of the mailbox, the screen dedicated to this shared mailbox will open to modify various aspects. Next, I can modify the name. I can create an email alias. I can copy the address into the mailbox. Most importantly, these are the three important functions: manage individual user permissions, because the permissions for individual users can be these three. They can have just one or have all of them. Obviously, if they have all of them, they will be able to do everything in the mailbox. Therefore, there is a read and full management permission, that is, a full permission. But this does not allow sending emails like or from them, unless you also have permission number 2 or permission number 3. Then, there is the permission to send in the sense that in this case, the subject will send the email on behalf of the mailbox, without their name appearing when they send the email. And the last option is to send on behalf of, in the sense that the subject sends the email on behalf of the mailbox. Therefore, in this case of the Cardiology Congress, but in the sending, their name appears. But the first thing to do is definitely to insert some subjects into the mailbox. By clicking on Edit, Add Members. Now, if I go to the members list, I only find my name. Why is it like this? Because all the users I created fictitiously, that is, by writing my email address for each invitation, have not connected to the organization. Therefore, no email address other than mine appears here to be inserted. Obviously, in the case of an organization, the entire list of the organization's users will appear here. Why the entire list of users you saw in the lessons of the previous days? If they had really registered and joined the organization, I could select them here. I choose 2, 3, 4, 5, all those I need. Obviously, in this case, for the organization of a conference, there will be many. It will be very useful to have a shared mailbox, in the sense that when a user sends an email, others can also see to whom it is sent. What did he send? What did he write? What attached file is there? And thus constantly stay informed for the organization, in this case of the Cardiology Medical Congress. Thus, I only select myself. But obviously, it is a tool designed to select many people. Suppose I have selected 100 people, and I'm going to add them all. I will close here. If I reopen the mailbox, these two permissions, they were assigned to Riccardo Dominici, because I am the owner and administrator of my account. Moreover, he immediately granted me the permission to read and manage, as well as the permission to send as them. So let's see how these permissions can be managed. If I didn't have this permission, I could go here and say add a permission. Add this permission, that is, full read and manage. Here, I am looking for the name of the person to whom I want to assign the permission. I am already there, but let's do something illogical. For now, we are removing Riccardo Dominici. Thus, I am on the list to show you the process. We click here, then full permission to read and manage the email inbox. Add a permission, add it for me, then read and manage the email inbox. I remind you that it is not possible, but the person must have their permissions, even if they have full permission to read and manage. I can choose another option, send as them. This means that the mail is sent on behalf of the electronic inbox, in this case, the Cardiology Congress. But the name of the person who sends it is not visible. You would see that I sent it, whereas with this other option, sending in their name, the mail is sent in the name of the shared mailbox. That is, Cardiology Congress. But you would see the name of the person who sent it. And that person is Riccardo Dominici. We have seen how to create the mailbox and how we can manage it, making changes later. We have also seen the most important aspect, which is granting permissions to members, which is the individual application in the mailbox, determining what they can or cannot do. This lesson on creating a shared mailbox ends here. And we will meet again in the next lesson. Thank you. Thank you.